So today we are making a dress that is statement art. It is fashion that has a message behind it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new around here or don't know who I am, my name is Madison. I'm an Instagram creator, pastime blogger, and current high school fashion design teacher. And here on YouTube, I make sewing videos and tutorials to share my love and passion for fashion with you all. And I am so excited about today's video because we are going to tackle this whole idea that fashion isn't just about clothing, it is also about art. And you can make statements with that art. So for those of you who did not know, throughout the entire month of December, I am taking part in Dressember, which is a worldwide style challenge. And essentially, Dressember challenges you to wear a dress every single day or a tie if you're a guy. Guys can take part in it as well to raise awareness for human trafficking and also to fundraise for all of the many organizations that are tirelessly working every single day to bring an end to human trafficking. And so as part of Dressember, obviously I'm going to be wearing dresses every single day, but I also wanted to create a special dress for the month that isn't just a dress to be worn because I need dresses, because I really don't need more dresses. I have plenty to do this entire challenge, but a dress that becomes more than just a garment of clothing, but that becomes a mission statement, that becomes a movement. If you think about like all the various different types of art forms that we have today, you know, we have artists that do performance art where they're going to do some type of like dancing or performing that is art, but it tells a story about like some deeper, broader message and meaning and greater issue in the world. And I think in many ways fashion can work in that exact same way, where you can take a garment of clothing and you can make a statement with it, be it the color or the style or the silhouette or the person who's wearing it or the print on the fabric. And so I kind of wanted to run with this whole idea and create a very distinct statement dress for Dressember with this whole idea of working and fighting to bring an end to human trafficking today. If you don't know what human trafficking is and don't know what Dressember is, you can go check out my video where I talk all about Dressember and why I'm taking part in this year and why I really hope that you will partner with me and support me throughout the month of December as I raise awareness for this great global worldwide issue, but also raise funds to bring an end to modern day slavery. So with this whole idea of fashion as a statement and as art, I started to play with this whole idea of what I would want to create in order to kind of bring this vision to life. And so I decided to create an original fabric that I would then use to make a piece, to make a dress for the month of December. And so I used Canva to create like this original graphic, and then I imported that graphic into Spoonflower. If you don't know what Spoonflower is, this is not sponsored by them, but it's a really cool website where you essentially can create your own custom like fabric prints and custom all different kinds of things, pillows and sheets and curtains and different things like that. And so by importing my design into their program, I was able to duplicate it over a piece of fabric and create my own actual like textile with this print that I really wanted to make a distinct statement for the issues that I'm advocating for throughout this month. So I'm going to show you what that fabric looks like and kind of talk you through why I created this whole print and what it really means to me and means for the month of December, taking part in Dressember and bringing it into this global issue of human trafficking. So this is the fabric that I got, the print. Far away, you probably cannot tell what it is. Some of you might be able to kind of figure out what this print is, but it's kind of this cool black and white geometric print. But when you look closely, it has this really cool message that's interwoven into it. So I'm going to show you a close-up view of what that looks like and talk about it a little bit more.
So I created this custom fabric on Spoonflower, and I did it by designing an original logo kind of image thing on Canva using 3 different images of barcodes, and then I added different text underneath the barcodes. So I have things like Save the Children, Not for Sale, and End Human Trafficking, and I really wanted to use specifically barcodes and these messages to illustrate this whole idea that human beings are not for sale, and yet in the midst of this huge billion-dollar industry of human trafficking, that's exactly what's happening all over the world. And so then I basically just duplicated that logo all over the fabric and change the direction that it laid. And this is the really cool print that it turned out. It's super kind of modern and geometric, and I also just love the black and white colors, and I'm so excited with how it turned out. So let's start designing the dress. While this dress is similar to the sack dress that I made in the fall, I really based it off of this black and white polka dot dress that I saw at a store called By George, and I love the fact that it had these 2 channels of elastic details at the top along with the ruffle, so I wanted to integrate that into my design. Because this print is very one-directional due to the text that is on the pattern, I had to make sure that I laid out my fabric correctly in order to have the print facing the right direction when I was cutting it out. Just like my fall sheet dress, this specific dress doesn't really have a pattern. It's really based off of measurements and whatever length you want the dress to be, and also how full you kind of want the dress to feel and look on you. So I ended up going with a 42-inch lengthwise from basically my upper chest to a midi length, and then 32.5 inches in width. So I would cut 2 pieces that were those same dimensions, 32.5 in width and 42 inches in length. Since this dress has very thin straps, I just cut 2 pieces of fabric that were 1 inch wide and about 24 inches long. Obviously I'm going to trim it later on, but I'm going to just fold those in half, right sides together, sew them, and then turn them inside out to create a nice thin little strap. After my straps were made, it was time to sew up the sides of my dress. I opted not to put pockets in this dress, but obviously you can easily add pockets to any dress that has side seams. This dress I just decided to skip it to save a little extra time. And as always, I love to finish off my seams with my serger, and I also went ahead and just serged along the bottom of my dress, so I only would have to fold it up 1 time for my hem. In order to create the elastic channels and kind of ruffle at the top of my dress, I went ahead and folded over the top of my dress about 1.5 inches. With this fold, I'm going to sew 2 parallel lines about 1/2 inch apart, and that's going to be my first channel for my elastic. And then I'm going to sew a section of 1/2 inch white bias tape underneath that channel to create a second channel for my other row of elastic. I placed my second channel of elastic 1 inch below my previous channel, and I just went in and drew a line so that it would be a lot quicker to pin around my dress. Once it was pinned into place, I went to my machine and sewed a straight seam on both the top and the bottom of my bias tape right along the very edge. Once my channels were sewn into place, I cut 2 equal lengths of elastic 32 inches long and started to feed them through those channels using a safety pin. Once my elastic was inserted, I attached the ends together by sewing a quick little back stitch on my sewing machine, and then I just evened out all of those gathers. Then I took my dress over to my mannequin to figure out how long I wanted my straps to be, pinned them into place, and then it was time to sew them on. And last up is my hem, which I just pressed up 1/2 inch and stitched into place. And for a finishing touch, I hand stitched on this cute little leather tag which says handmade that I found at Hobby Lobby. And here is the final reveal. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and don't forget that I will be wearing dresses for the rest of the month to raise awareness for human trafficking. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you stay updated on new videos and projects in the future. See you all next time.